Hi everybody, hope you're all well. So I'm doing a lovely design on a good friend of mine. So what I'm doing, because I'm using some gel polish today, I'm just going in on 3 of her 5 nails and just putting a clear acrylic coat base down. So I'm using NSI's clear and I'm using NSI acrylic liquid, and I've also used my new brush. This is by The Edge and it's a number 10 and I am loving it, guys. It's really nice to work with. So I'm just going in and doing a 3-ball method, making sure that I have a good apex on and trying to be as neat as possible, which reduces your filing down. So once I've went in and done them, then I'm going to use a beautiful neo colour which is called Pink Flamingo, and I use that on the ring finger and the thumb. So these colours from Neo are already pre-mixed with acrylic powder, so obviously there's no mixing involved, but obviously bear in mind that these are just really a colour pigment. They're not for strength or anything, so obviously you will need to go in with your clear acrylic and encapsulate them. So I thought I would record just a little bit more of obviously how I work with the clear acrylic, because I kind of don't show that too much. So I just thought that this video would be a little bit different from normal. So as I say, I try to keep my work as neat as possible. As I say, work from the top, drag down, and then I put a bit on the free edge and I pull that back up. And if I feel that it needs a little bit more around the stress area, then obviously I pop a little bit more on. So as I say, once them 3 are done, I go in and put this beautiful, amazing pink. It is very neon. As I say, it's really summery colours. So as I say, try to work as neat as possible. Neo's products are really pretty to work with. They're just a really nice make. If you've never tried Neo, I definitely recommend them. Their prices are so reasonable. So as I say, definitely check them out. So once obviously I've put these down, I go in and encapsulate them with the clear, and then once obviously all is dry, I'm going to go in and do my filing. So get your hand file and do your side walls and your free edge, get them all neat and tidy. I go in with my e-file and go all over the nail, and then I go back in with my hand file again and just go over that one more time just to get them as neat as possible. Obviously get the cuticle area as flush as you possibly can. So obviously you know that if I'm using gel, I always like to put a base coat down and cure that in my LED lamp for 1 minute. And then obviously I'm going in with a white. So the white that I am using is by Gelux, which is just obviously a normal white. This does take 3 coats. It's a little bit opaque, so obviously you will need to cure that in your LED lamp for 1 minute each time. If you're using a UV lamp, it will be 2 minutes. So once them are done, keep the tacky layer on, and on 2 of our fingers, so I think it is the index finger and our little finger, we just went in with some iridescent fine glitter. So I just dab that onto the nail with a brush, and that sticks to the tacky layer, so it just gives it a little bit of sparkle. And then on her ring finger, I'm going to go in and do a beautiful nail art design. So you can use acrylic paints if you want. I'm just using some gels. So the colours that I'm using is black gel, white gel, pink neon and green. So I'm going to go in and do 3 black stripes. I try to use a bigger brush but no, it just doesn't work for me. So I always go back to my tiny little trusty brush. I just feel I can work a little bit easier with it. So as I say, try and be as straight as you possibly can doing lines. So as I say, 3 lines, and then pop that into your UV lamp and cure that for 1 minute. And then using a dotting tool, I go in and do 3 kind of like splodge marks. You know, obviously roses aren't perfect, so I just go in and make 3 like circles, like squiggly circle kind of things. You'll see what I mean when it pops on. So I just do 3 of them with the dotting tool, pop that back into the lamp and cure. And then we'll try to make it look a bit like a rose. So I go back in with my little brush, obviously clean it, and then with the white I do just some little lines inside of the rose, just to try and, well, not replicate a rose, but you know what I mean, try to make it look a bit more like a flower. I pop that back into the lamp just to flash cure that, and with the same brush you just go into a green and make some little petals. So it's a really simple design, but I think for just one accent nail it just looks really pretty. So I've tried to film as much as possible for you guys to try and, you know, make it look as simple as possible, and obviously explain to the best of my ability. So as you can see, it's not a perfect circle, you know, it's kind of just like, I don't know, like just a random like splodge mark. And as I say, just little lines, you know, like coming around, you know, trying to make it look a little bit like a flower. So as I say, it's really simple, and you can just flash cure that in your LED lamp. So obviously once all is done, you can just go in with your top coat. I'm still using my IBD one, and cure that in my LED lamp for 1 minute. Remove your tacky layer and apply your cuticle oil, and you have a really pretty design, guys. So I've left some pictures at the end for you. I really hope that you enjoyed this design, and once again, thank you for all your support, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye.